Hello people, it is Mimberly. Welcome back to the channel. Now, with Sylus's birthday coming up any day now for the trailer, I thought it'd be fun to go and play the Tomorrow's Catch 22 and just have my little fangirl moment before I probably start squealing from happiness for the birthday. Because if the birthday is not cute, I am going to throw an absolute fucking riot. So, of course I gotta fucking download it. God's sake! God damn it, it's so difficult trying to limit your swearing when you're a British person. Hello, baby. Oh, I forgot how good he looks in this outfit. He hasn't worn it for me for a couple of days, so can't let him decide. Predator Sylus has his back facing me, yet I can sense the overflowing dangerous aura he emanates. I approached Sylus and leaned against the interrogation table in front of him. We meet again, Sylus. Given our circumstances, however, maybe I should call you to Tartarus instead?
You keep bringing me to the LCBI for small talk. Do you think I have nothing better to do?
No. Chains bind Sylus's hands to the chair's armrests, and the collar around his neck further restricts his movement. Even though he's restrained, he could easily break free at any moment and rip my throat out if he wanted to. Fortunately, I'm the person holding the chain attached to his collar, and I'm holding it tightly. Since you're a triple S class predator who's worked as an assassin for years, we would like you to cooperate with our investigation.
I see the LCBI's intel is outdated. Allow me to give you a quick update on my circumstances. I'm a law-abiding citizen now.
How can anyone be serious when he's this godlike attractive? Sylus and I first met in a predator outbreak when my life was hanging by a thread. Ironically, it was this assassin who saved me. He took me under his wing afterward. He taught me how to shoot, and more importantly, he taught me how to survive in this city. We lived on the edge and depended on each other for survival. However, you accepted a commission and then vanished without a trace. You mooched off me for years, but you couldn't even share your bank account details before you left.
So, you've decided to mix personal grudges with your work?
He's not wrong. I've had this grudge for a long time, especially after he abandoned me. From a professional and personal standpoint, we're enemies. During the past few years, the assassin Sylus vanished. Meanwhile, Tartarus, the predator, reappeared in the public eye. And closely tied to that, Night Strix is a criminal organization that has rapidly risen to power in Lincoln. Its authority reaches far and deep into the city. However, Sylus's restrained and low-profile approach that left no evidence behind has consistently allowed him to evade incarceration. With dirt on numerous celebrities and high-ranking officials, Sylus is often brought in with a show of force only to be politely escorted out shortly after. Recalling this, I can't help but be on high alert. Hey Loki. Anyway, let's skip this pretense of familiarity. I'm trying to get into it, guys. Also, yes, I'm wearing Cade's top. Don't judge me. I toss a stack of crime reports onto the table in front of him. Recently, there was an incident in the Southern District where a predator attacked someone. Our informant says it was your handiwork. Exposing yourself in such a trivial incident is not your style. I yank the collar around his neck and Sylus's body lurches forward. He furrows his brow and glares at me for my aggression. I smile, disable the nearby surveillance camera, and lower my voice. Of course, those charges were just an excuse to bring you in. Sylus, I need your help with something. Recently, a potent frenzy enhancer has appeared on the black market. Our intel suggests its source is an abandoned research facility on Lincoln's outskirts. In the past, it was used to imprison predators and conduct experiments on them. Infiltrating that place will be risky, which is where you come in.
This isn't exactly how you ask people for help.
Really? I guess I'll have to use the method that you taught me then. I unfasten the collar around Sylus's neck and trace the red marks that slowly appear on his skin. As you can see, I actually know nothing about the facility. That's why I need your help. So will you help me? or not. Sylus grasps my fingertips. His intense gaze that falls on me befits a predator.
My little bird has grown up, it seems. Your wings are getting stronger with each passing day.
You should have known this would happen when you took me under your wing all those years ago. This is hard for me because I already find Sylus so attractive. This is gonna be a very big struggle for me. Oh Christ. Right. Namaste. After reluctantly making a deal, Sylus and I infiltrate the abandoned research facility. The building has been deserted for years, evidenced by the fallen chunks of plaster and bricks littering the floor. Several pages decorated with formulas remain intact. Its previous occupants must have left in a hurry. After I photograph the documents, I approach a storage rack with piles of discarded boxes. Oh, he's so fucking tall. This one has the label
Ever.
You seem to be familiar with this facility. Don't tell me you're somehow involved.
Let's just say they're an old friend of mine.
So you've done business with them before. Unlike the petty schemes of ordinary predators, Sylus has grander plans and even greater ambition. What exactly is your relationship with Ever anyway? For a long time, I suspected they sent those men in black who always lurked around our house.
That's only part of the story. Ever tried to kill me before. It's only natural I return their kindness with a few gifts. To express my gratitude.
Gifts?
I just so happened to blow up the first research facility ever used to study predators.
Ah! No wonder they're willing to chase you to the ends of the earth.
When you were still my contact, one of their high-ranking executives went missing. You might be on their hit list, too.
Great. Thanks, Sylus. Could have told us this, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes ago? As we reach a turn in the staircase, a barely noticeable object captures my attention. Concealed by the weathered wall is a door. It's almost impossible to spot unless someone has keen observation skills. Light slants in from a small window above and illuminates this dormant space. Various test tubes and instruments lie scattered on the lab benches. I look around and spot an abandoned computer in the corner. Despite its heavily worn appearance, I press a button on the keyboard. To my surprise, it flickers to life.
Unit DL-039 is ready. Please enter the password.
What do you mean it needs a bloody password? It's probably been left for bloody donkeys. We don't need a bloody password. That's chapter 3, so that's got to be that one. Okie dokie. That's rubbish though, a bloody password. After we left the abandoned research facility, I decided to drive to Sylus's place in the Northern District. After all, there's no safer place in the world than Sylus's home. It's late. Sylus is lounging on the sofa while holding an old, yellowed detective novel. He's reading? Oh dear. An hour passes and he's still reading. Oi! I want attention. Sylus, are you expanding your literary knowledge or studying counter-detection techniques? He looks up at me and places the book face down on his knee. His voice is devoid of emotion.
I'm cultivating drowsiness. This is the bedtime story I picked out for you after using a careful selection process. But you don't like to read, so I'm reading it myself.
Bruh. It's more like a compilation of nightmare fuel than a bedtime story. Shortly after Sylus took me in, I couldn't immediately get used to a life where enemies might show up at our doorstep at any moment. On those nights when he'd leave for a mission, I was left alone at home. It was always difficult to fall asleep. Before one of his departures, I asked him to buy me some books on his way back. Surprisingly, he agreed. Yet, How to Dispose of Your Enemy's Body, Murder on the Ocean Express, The Silence of the Goats. Who reads these before bed?
Me.
Of course you do. Without looking up, he turns another page. The pleasant rustle of paper fills the air. Leaving my eccentric partner to his unique tastes, I turn my attention back to our recent findings. A research facility, partially damaged equipment, a working computer, and notes filled with countless strange codes. I pin all these clues, photos I have taken inside the facility, onto the walls of Sylus' home. After I am done, I hand him the double-sided tape.
Are all enforcers this bossy?
Yes.
Taking over people's houses, and even making their hands do all the work.
Sorry, I'm trying to pop my ankle because it's getting a bit painful. I take the double-sided tape back and place a half-empty water glass in his palm.
Is desk duty over? Do you need me to be your dining table now?
Don't make me make you bend over and I'll sit on you. Yes, I meant every single way of that. Ignoring his complaints, I grab the books from one of his hands and use a marker to point at one of the photos. Hey Sylus, do you remember the prison cell we found? During our last investigation, Sylus and I stumbled upon a hidden floor. We were short on time that day, so we couldn't thoroughly research the area. Look, there's an odd symbol here. Sylus glances at the area I circled on the photo.
That's the logo of a biopharmaceutical company under Ever. They filed for dissolution 5 years ago. Since then, it has reappeared with a new face. Now it's a company that's primarily focused on health services. Their products might be connected to the frenzy enhancer you're investigating.
He's such a smart boy. Oh, Christ. I really miss the Savage Overtune event. I really do. I don't know even why that one in particular just stood out to me so much. Well, yes I do, actually. It's called The Outfits. Why is this chapter called No Biting? Oh no, are we gonna get bit? Yes, please. Several days later, Sylus and I returned to the abandoned research facility. Weary of other predators lurking inside, we use our usual plan. Sylus will go in first to scout the area. But why has he been gone for so long and still doesn't return? Sylus? There's only silence and a sense of foreboding creeps over me. Finally, my worry overwhelms my weariness. Tightly holding my firearm, I carefully walk into the unknown darkness. The corridor is enshrouded in darkness. Only a few emergency lights flicker, and they can barely pierce the gloom. I continue to scan every corner for potential threats. Iron bars covered in rust line the corridor. Past the cell doors, I see muzzles and empty syringes strewn across the floor. Oh god. As I venture deeper into the facility, an unsettling yet oddly familiar odor grows stronger. The scent. Where did I smell it before? Right. It's the same scent from the frenzy enhancer we confiscated recently. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sylus. As I turn the corner, a noise abruptly breaks the silence and I raise my gun. I'm ready to shoot on sight. The shadowy figure easily dodges the bullet. As I prepare to shoot again, the individual lunges at me. I'm pinned against the wall. Oh, lordy lord. I would not mind being pinned to the wall by this godforsaken man. My finger is about to press the trigger, but then I recognize a familiar face in the dim lighting. Sylus?
Didn't I tell you not to come in until you received my signal?
Sylus, what happened to you? I try to move, but he locks me in place with his knee. I can't move. He must have accidentally inhaled an aerosol version of the frenzy enhancer. But how did it even get here in the first place? Trap. A sharp pain derails my train of thought. He has bitten my ear. His teeth pierce my skin and a sneering pain throbs at the wound. Yet the sensation is quickly replaced by the feeling of his hot tongue on my ear. Oh, like he did in the guard! Ah! I can't let this continue. I struggle to create some distance between us while I reach for the syringe in my pocket. Oh, Christ me. I brush his hair aside and forcefully inject the suppressant into his neck.
You really don't pull your punches, huh?
If this doesn't work, I'll have to use my gun. Seconds pass. His agitation seems to subside and the wild look on his face disappears. How are you feeling? Better?
You should shoot me next time this happens.
No. You haven't exactly gone easy on yourself either.
Any frenzied predator can easily tear your throat out.
Don't worry, if things actually spiral out of control, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger. Even though I don't want to. I slowly exhale and meet his gaze. The same can be said about you.
It seems your competency has improved during my absence.
Save your compliments for later. Oh, and one more thing. I suddenly put my gun away, and then I turn and swiftly punch his chest with full force. Who said you could go around biting people? Naughty. I touch my sore earlobe and take a few steps. I hear a soft thud behind me. Sylus? When Sylus doesn't follow me like I expected, I realize something is wrong. I turn around. He has collapsed on the ground. Ah! I rush over to check his breathing. Thankfully, it's steady. He isn't pale, so I don't think he's in immediate danger. Is this a side effect of the frenzy enhancer? Maybe the suppressant's dosage wasn't strong enough. I pick up the syringe from the ground and see the production date on the plastic tube. Only then do I understand why he collapsed. I had bought the suppressant from the black market for a low price. However, its expiration date was last month. I'm sorry, I gave you an expired suppressant. I shouldn't be giggling about that, but the music was very, very comedically timed. Oh, this looks fancy. We sent the computer we found to the LCBI's research department. After they successfully recovered its database, everything played out as we had hoped. We obtained an important document related to Ever's experiments. It proves that Ever once imprisoned predators there in an attempt to create invincible biological weapons. The frenzy enhancer that's currently circulating in the black market is an improved version of the one created during past experiments. After backing up the data, we prepare to drive to Sylus' home so we can store it. As the car door unlocks, I sit in the driver's seat while Sylus gives me a skeptical look. I think I should drive, just to be safe.
Are you implying it's dangerous when I'm at the wheel?
I do not trust you driving in the slightest, mate, because speed limits are not a thing in the M109 zone. Sylus has made quite a few enemies because of his job. That's why he usually takes me along once he finishes a commission and changes addresses. Being yanked out of bed around midnight only to be put in the backseat of his car is one of my most vivid memories. And the reasons he gave for these sudden moves were always unbelievable. Oh god, are we getting flashback?
Wake up. Someone's here to kill me.
Fight them off yourself.
A lot of people showed up this time. Moving is easier than cleaning up the mess. Our new place is on 47th Street. It's discreet, and the school district is decent. It's about time you got a real education, miss.
Oh, never hearing more?
Wake up. Someone's here to kill you.
But I'm an innocent goody two-shoes. Why would anyone want me dead?
They're after me. It's only natural they'd be after you, too. You have 10 minutes to pack your things and go downstairs.
Come on. We moved more than I can count. Contact information and burner phones were swapped out like clockwork. Sometimes I wondered if his nocturnal lifestyle was a consequence of his constantly dodging his enemies. The LCBI is currently in the process of selecting its best employees. I'd rather not give anyone a reason to question my performance. After I made up an excuse, I input an address into the navigation system and ease into the accelerator. I remind Sylus about putting on his seatbelt.
All right, then. Start the car, rookie.
Who the fuck are you calling a rookie? The sunlight streaming through the car window seems to bother him. He slightly winces before reaching for the sunglasses on the center console. He slips them on. Oh, please show it to me. No! I just wanted to see Predator Sylus with sunglasses on. After driving for a while, several intimidating SUVs suddenly appear in the rearview mirror. I make a turn. They follow. If I press on the gas pedal, they speed up as well. Sylus, do you think those cars have been following us this whole time? Accustomed to these sort of scenarios, Sylus calmly taps on the car window.
It's fine. Keep driving.
Bullets whiz past the side mirror as the distance between us and our pursuers shrinks. The roar of the engines grows into a deafening crescendo. The three cars are in hot pursuit. They even attempted to ram us multiple times. They're right behind us. Are they crazy? Ugh, please tell me you have a plan. Sylus points to something in the distance. Our car, followed by three pursuers, veers onto a wide road. Only one roadwork ahead sign sits in the middle of it.
You're a big girl now. I don't need to teach you how you can bend the rules, right?
I should have known it was impossible to be a good person when you're around. Then again, we're already here. It'd be a shame not to make the most of this opportunity. I step on the gas and leave nothing but a long trail of exhaust for our pursuers. I told you to fasten your seatbelt! The gunfire intensifies. I glance at the rearview mirror as Sylus impatiently retrieves a long box from under the seat. Oh shit. He opens it and assembles a gun. And then he gives it a once-over before loading a few rounds. What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to spice things up.
I don't think you need to. The car window is slightly lowered. The gun barrel is soon aimed at the people chasing us.
Floor it.
The bullet grazes the tire with great precision. One of the cars careers off into the road with an ear-splitting screech. In the blink of an eye, another bullet penetrates the tire on the opposite side. Our pursuers have become prey in his crosshairs. Whether they veer left or right depends on where Sylus aims his gun. I'm going to make a sharp turn. Hold on tight. I turn the steering wheel as far as I can and my action is accompanied by several precise gunshots. In the rearview mirror, I see three cars collide in a shower of sparks. With a deafening roar, our pursuers vanish in a sea of flames. That was close.
It was smooth sailing. However...
I feel like he's about to insult my driving. Sylus beckons me to come closer with a curl of his finger. When I lean toward him, he gently tucks away the strands of my hair that got tangled in the sunglasses arms.
Watch out for the cliff.
Huh? Oh, of course, he only now decides to tell us there's a cliff. I knew it was going to be something in relation to the driving. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is the ending. Oh, I'm not ready for this to be over. God damn it. Outside, heavy clouds cover the sky as if they're waiting to unleash a downpour powerful enough to drench the entire city. Over the past few days, Sylus and I have compiled our intel at the HQ of Nightstrix. At his signal, everything will be ready to pour down like a deluge that cleanses the city's corruption and sin. Deep in thought, I'm jolted back to reality as a colleague unceremoniously drops a traffic ticket on my desk.
Hey, there was a speeding violation on the highway a few days ago. Here's the ticket.
Shouldn't this be handled by the police and not the LCBI?
It's because the suspect is connected to a predator. The one you're supervising is the LCBI's VIP at this point.
Of course. The ticket clearly shows Sylus's face. As for the person next to him, a pair of sunglasses obscures their face. I'll ask him. Before I can even leave the LCBI building, commotion engulfs the office.
Everyone outside is talking about predators being connected to Ever. How did that happen?
I heard about it. Apparently, Ever is using them for some kind of experiment.
What kind? That sounds scary.
Based on what I heard through the grapevine, Ever is supposedly the group who created the predators in Lincoln.
How a rumor flies around an office, eh? Sylus's door is ajar. I wonder if he was expecting me. Inside the room, he's standing with his back to the door, engrossed in some kind of task. He hasn't noticed me yet. I sneak up behind him, make a finger gun, and touch his lower back. Put your hands up, Sylus. This place is crawling with enforcers. You can't escape. He's so handsome, I can't. Ah! With a stoic expression, Sylus peels the ticket off his face. His gaze falls on the blurry photo and he studies it for a while.
I never imagined our photo would end up on an official document like this.
How else did you expect them to end up together? Ignoring my question, he sets down the half-loaded gun and walks towards the living room. Curious, I follow him. He pins the traffic ticket to the investigation board on the wall. Our comical traffic camera picture is surrounded by a grisly collage of crime scene photos. They act as the world's most unconventional picture frame.
We have to get a clearer shot next time.
What do you mean next time? What do you mean by next time? Sylus offers me a slight smile with no explanation. Baffled, I plop onto the sofa again. The TV is broadcasting the news report that's been a hot topic these past few days. Of course, it involves Sylus and me. Rumours about Ever, the frenzy enhancer, and the predators have spread to every corner of the city. However, Ever seems to have anticipated this. They prepared a well-written statement to ease public speculation. And last night, a sudden fire consumed the abandoned research facility. The traces of past experiments and lingering evidence of their wrongdoing, everything vanished in flames. They say a storm is brewing. Don't tell me you're the one pulling the strings.
You're a meteorologist now?
Besides, the more chaos there is, the more someone benefits. Lately, Nightstrix has become synonymous with omnipotence. They're a conduit for all sorts of business deals done legally and illegally. The man before me is a less dangerous predator and more like a chess master who controls the direction of the game. But I haven't been able to figure out whether he intends to save Lincoln or destroy it. What if I find myself on an opposing side? Will you shoot me?
I'm pretty sure I taught you not to waste time on pointless hypotheticals. Am I mistaken? Besides, you should be well aware of your options.
Like what?
You can leave, or you can stand by my side.
I'd stand by his side any day of the week. With mixed emotions, I clench my fist as I'm holding a microphone. I bring it to his mouth. Here's $1 million question for you, Mr. Sylus. Let's say you wanted to destroy Lincoln. How long would that take?
10.
10 months? 10 weeks? Or 10 days?
9, 8, 7.
Nope, stop! Aww. That was cute. We need to finish off this event, honestly. I think, who are the events have I not done? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and check all of it now on my little tracker. God damn it. This is what happens when I leave things to last minute and then I don't get it out and then it takes me ages to get it up. Right, peeps, I'm gonna ask you guys a genuine favor. Can you start yelling at me more in the comments to get shit done? Because honestly, when you guys yell at me, it motivates me. Work that out. But anyway, thank you for watching and enjoying this one with me. I don't know what video we're gonna do now. Actually, yes I do. See you tomorrow.